biggest game of the season is upon us. Real Madrid versus Manchester City. And I have Big Steve with us, the super Manchester City fan. He has been our biggest well-wisher, supporter, we could say the godfather of Let's Be Real. And this is the first time we're having the opportunity to shoot content with him in Madrid. So welcome to Let's Be Real, Big Steve.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on. I look forward to it. It's a beautiful city. I've always liked coming to Madrid. I think this is about the 6th or 7th time I've been here. So yeah, it's not as warm as it usually is. So it's nice for me with my head, you know.
yeah,
so it's good.
But you don't get the British tan that you want.
No. I might do tomorrow. I hear it's going to be warmer tomorrow.
Hopefully. But what will be really heated is the game coming up.
Yeah.
And the first battle is at the Bernabéu, and I want to ask you something about the Santiago Bernabéu. The very fact that you have been coming here for almost like 10 years, I would say, because the first time City played here was, I think, in 2012, when like Ronaldo and Benzema scored in the last 5 minutes. You know what the aura of the stadium is, and what differentiates the Santiago Bernabéu from the other stadiums?
I don't know how I described it. I think there's two stadiums in world football for me where you can have the feeling that everything's going well, and then all of a sudden, within the space of 2 minutes, your world can be turned upside down. I experienced it at Anfield when the crowd and the cop get behind Liverpool. I've seen it, and I experienced it at the Bernabéu when we were 1 minute away from getting through to the final, and then next minute Rodrigo scores, and then my world's turned upside down, and then we were out. So it's a very, very historic stadium. It's got a lot of heritage. It's got a lot of history there. And I don't know, I think when you get to my age, you want to go to the games where you get the feeling in your chest.
Yeah.
And when I go to the Bernabéu, when I approach the stadium, when I see it, when I feel it, that's when you know that you're in a game against a monster team. And for me, as a City fan, to come from where we came from, to be going to every year to Madrid to play Real Madrid and things like that, it's unbelievable.
Man, definitely. Talking about that Rodrigo moment when he scored twice in a minute, I was there. That was my first ever Champions League semi-final that I was watching. And I remember, like, I was talking to the fans and I told them at the 86th or 87th minute that, okay, we have won the league, semi-finals of the Champions League. Not a bad season. And these fans, socios, like 40, 50, 60-year-olds, they said, still 5 minutes to go. And that's the belief. That was the first time I said, when people say it's 90 minutes at the Santiago Bernabéu, was a very long time. That was the first time I felt it. And what was it like? Because you felt it when Ronaldo did it, then Rodrigo did it.
The Ronaldo one, I don't feel like we believed we belonged there.
Yeah.
So we were hurt, but we sort of expected it.
Okay.
But the way we'd played against Madrid at the Etihad, and then we came to the Bernabéu, I felt like we could win that. So with 1 minute to go, you look at the scoreboard and you think to yourself, we're definitely going to win that.
Yeah.
And then it all, like I say, your world turned upside down. So it hurt a bit. It hurt. It felt like my stomach had been chopped.
Oh my God. So very harsh way to put it. That's the impact the Bernabéu can have on fans. What would it take to win at the Bernabéu? Because last season also it was 1-1 draw, and then what happened at the Etihad was something you loved, we hated from the bottom of my heart. But what should be done this year to get that first step into the semi kind of a result?
I feel like the Etihad again is going to be important. I feel like the second leg being at the Etihad. So I feel that Madrid have got to come and try and get something here. They can't let City sit back and walk away with a draw, or maybe a 1-0 City win or a 1-0 Madrid win. I don't think that's enough. I think the Etihad Stadium, the record we have there is very, very underrated. A lot of people in Europe, they say, oh, Etihad Stadium, this, that and the other. But Real Madrid, the biggest team in the world, they came there and they got led into a trap. And I believe that Madrid know now that they got to take something to the Etihad. So I'm expecting Manchester City to be a little bit more calm and say to Madrid, you come, you're at home, you come and do it. And then maybe we go on the next one and we win there.
Know that the tie is decided over 2 matches. Now I'm gonna tell you few battles during the 2 games that gonna be very crucial to the tie. Who do you think will come out on top, or do you think it will be important or not? The first one, Rodri versus Jude Bellingham.
Yeah, listen, Rodri's the best defensive midfielder in the world for me. He's on a run at the minute, 64 games undefeated. So he's going to want to make sure that we keep Jude quiet, because I don't know if you noticed, I went to England training last week and I spoke to Jude, and I said, when you come to the Etihad, Erling Haaland has a special present for you. And he said to me, when I come to the Etihad, I've got a special present for you. So he got me a bit nervous, Jude. But listen, he's a fantastic player, brilliant. And I think if him and Rodri can go toe to toe, if Jude can get the better of Rodri, I think that's big. But I feel like Rodri at the minute, I think he might be a little bit too good for him now. And I feel like Rodri win that one.
Oh man, I think it'll be very even, because the fact that I think Jude Bellingham came to Real Madrid to play like games like these, and he will be ready for it. And the very fact that Rodri scored 2 goals at the Bernabéu when he was playing Brazil, so he's getting into that habit. Okay, next one. Now, Vinny Jr. versus the man who will be playing against him as right back. Now, Walker is injured. I don't know who your preference would be to play against him, because to play one-on-one against Vinny is probably one of the most challenging positions to be in, and Walker showed last season what he could do.
I think Walker's injured. I don't think he's going to be back. I feel like we may play a Kanji at right back. Rico Lewis has been playing there, whether Pep's playing him there to get him up to speed, but I feel like toe-to-toe, if you've got Vinícius Jr up against Rico, it's not going to be good for the young boy. Yeah. So I feel like with Akanji's experience, I feel, and the strength, if he can manage to close Vinny down, but not too close, because he's spinning. Yeah. Listen, I'm not looking forward to that battle. I'll tell you that now. I'm not looking. Even with Kyle Walker there, I don't look forward to it, because he's such a good player. So yeah, that one, I'm scared about that.
And do you think Vinny will be the most important player, one of those players who could decide, or do you think it's going to be someone else from the Real Madrid team?
I think fantastic team, fantastic club, fantastic players. We've got to be switched on. We can't be thinking about Vinícius Jr. when you got Rodrigo, you've got Jude, Valverde, all them boys there. So I feel like Manchester City have got to be switched on. But I also feel like after last season, Real Madrid now know that. I feel like the atmosphere changed a little bit this season. I feel like Real Madrid supporters and the press are now thinking, hold on a minute, this Manchester City team are good. Oh, yeah. I feel like last season it was like they've never won the Premier League, so we're Real Madrid, we'll just beat them and that's it. But I'm so excited for the game. I'm so looking forward to it. And
Same.
Let's just enjoy it, man.
Last key battle now, it's Carlo Ancelotti versus Pep Guardiola. 2 great managers. Both of them, I think, have given each other their worst defeat in the Champions League, if I am not wrong. Carlo Ancelotti beat Pep Guardiola 4-0 at Bayern. Last year, Pep, in a way, gave it back with the same score. What do you think is the 2 individual styles get against each other, and where do you think who gets the edge a little bit? Because this is Carlo Ancelotti's tournament. He's the king of the Champions League. But last season, Guardiola won it again for the 3rd time. It's a very great battle.
I think, listen, there's mutual respect between both coaches. I feel like they both respect each other, what they've done in the game. And I just feel like it's who can motivate the team on the day. I feel like if Ancelotti can get into the heads of the Real Madrid players and say, look, last year's gone, we experienced it, we didn't expect it, now you know what to expect, relax. And I feel like City are on a run of games where we're playing every 3 days. Yeah. I know Madrid's had a break, 9 days, City keep playing. So I just feel like with the momentum, I feel like Pep, he's going to be happy with that. But like, you can't call it. You just can't call it. I think there's a mutual respect between both managers and both sets of players now. So I feel like it'd be unfair for me to try and see who's got the edge. But we'll see who's got the edge in 2 weeks.
What's your prediction going in for the Bernabeu? We'll keep it for the first leg as of now, because I feel Real Madrid need to get a lead to the Etihad Stadium. A 2-0 would give them comfortable breathing space. But because what happened last season, they'll be very cautious to attack as well. And I also feel City this season get under pressure when teams are pressuring them. Like you saw it against Palace. Arsenal came and parked the bus. But when City is under pressure, usually when somebody's taking the game to them, they are a little hesitant. They can't play the natural game.
I feel that if teams are brave against Manchester City and can attack Manchester City, I feel like they can get it. But also, you've got to be brave and defend well. I feel like City are a lot more better in Europe now. They don't go. They was a bit naive. They used to go away and try and force the game and get caught. I feel like we'll be coming to the Bernabéu on Tuesday, and I feel like a draw 1-1 draw for City would be perfect. And I feel like the Etihad is key. I feel like we've got to go back to the Etihad still in the game. And I feel like Madrid really could do with going for us at the Bernabéu, trying to get the crowd up, trying to make Man City into a trap a bit like what we did to you. And if Madrid can come back to the Etihad with a 2-0 lead, it's going to be tough. But I feel like if City can get a draw here, I feel like Madrid will be thinking we're going to have a long night at the Etihad next week.
Definitely. 1-1 is what he says for the first leg. Thank you so much, Big Steve, for doing this. And before you go, we have a special gift for you. This is a jersey of Raúl González, born in Madrid. And Raúl is the biggest symbol from Madrid you can get for the football club, for the city. We have his name as well behind.
Yes.
We wanted to get this signed, but we couldn't.
I will get it. I will frame it in my studio.
Yeah,
I'll
it's.
put it behind me on the video. Okay?
I'm glad you liked it.
Thank you very much.
And it was a pleasure.
May the best team win.
Oh, may the best team. That's Real Madrid, 14 Champions League title.